It's good, y'all. We're back at it again. Love the game. 12 episodes in. We appreciate everybody who, takes the time out, supports us, sends us messages, really appreciate that from the bottom of our hearts. Because, this is what we do it for. This episode, I'm really proud that we're doing this episode. It's our first WNBA exclusive episode. Man, it's a huge achievement. I'm really excited. Marco, what about you, man? How you been and how do you feel about today's episode?
Yes, kind of excited to step out of my comfort zone. I'm definitely more in tune with the NBA than I am the WNBA, so it's nice to like really study up on this and like try something new and like show the knowledge that I've learned especially these past couple weeks locking in, but really the whole season because I've been more locked in this season than in seasons past for sure.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. So, for those of y'all that don't know, I'm Ray.
I'm Marco.
So yeah, man, let's get it. Let's get it. First we're gonna start off with possibly one of the bigger WNBA trades. In my opinion, it's probably the biggest. Dejanay Carrington. She was traded from the Dallas Wings to the Minnesota Lynx. And the Wings, they received Diamond Miller, Carly Samuelson, excuse me, and a 2027 second overall draft pick. In my opinion, I feel like the Lynx definitely got a steal with this trade. And I think, well, for two main reasons. One, DJ Nacy's already contributing defensively on the Lynx. And I see her playing really well as a cutter, really generating a lot of offense for her team, for a new team, excuse me. She looks more engaged, and she looks like she's having a lot of fun playing like winning basketball. And also another reason why I think the Lynx won that trade is because they ended up waiving Samuelson, and as of now they don't really play Diamond Miller as much. So we'll see how that goes on, how that situation develops. Cole, what do you think about this trade?
My initial reaction, I was kind of surprised with how much love the Lynx were getting for picking up Dejanay. I know like she has a reputation of being a good defensive player in the
Mhm.
years past. Uh, um, I think she's been better than she has this season. Like her three games so far with the Lynx, she's been really good. She's got a 71% true shooting percentage. She's like really efficient. But the thing was when she was on the in Dallas, she had a 44% true shooting percentage. She finished really poorly around the rim and didn't shoot the three ball well.
Mm.
I know she has a reputation of being a really good defensive player, but her lack of efficiency there and then having a negative turnover to assist ratio, I was kind of confused with it, but I don't know. She's been playing really well on the Lynx, so I guess like this is justifying the trade in itself. But I kind of didn't see it as big of a deal as other people made it out to be, especially with the Lynx being as good as they are. Um, I wasn't I wasn't sure how much of an impact it would make, but yeah, she's obviously thriving in the winning culture right now. She's playing really
Yeah, yeah.
great. So I guess that proved me wrong.
Yeah, and kind of like to like follow that. The Lynx are obviously the best team in the W. They currently have a 27-5 record. So as we're recording this episode, the trade has been happened. Dejanay's already doing her thing on the Lynx, kudos to her, right? So the Lynx, they're obviously the front runner to win the WNBA championship this year. Cole, do you have any other teams that you think can defeat the Lynx? Because I low key think I think they're gonna run away with it, bro, especially after that Aces victory. But I don't know. What's your opinion, bro?
Yeah, man, I wish I could come on here and say that I thought some of the team had a chance of upsetting them, but to be honest, I really don't. They're like just far and away the best team in the league. They have a 14.5 net rating. In the WNBA, when it comes playoff time and stuff like that, net rating is usually what I like use when teams match up to see it because the win loss record it means a lot, especially in an 82 game sample size of what you have in the NBA. But it's not
Yeah.
everything. Like like the margin of victory and how good teams are when you like adjust for pace matters a lot. Um, so that's one stat I really look at is net rating. Their net rating is 14.5. The next best are the Dream with a 7.3 net rating. The
Yeah.
Lynx have the best offense and the best defense in the league. They have the best assist to turnover ratio in the league, and they shoot as efficiently as anybody. I just don't see them losing. I wish I could come on here and like give a hot take, but I just think they're too good.
Yeah, bro. I mean, As of now, I think the Lynx already look scary. Just because, they have that team chemistry. They have arguably the best player in Nafisa Collier. She's actually out right now, but they still look good. And I think just adding Dejanay Carrington, who's she's a proven defensive savant. She's a proven player that like wants to win. I think that's a recipe for success in my opinion. So, the Liberty, I want to say they have a chance, but I just feel like the Lynx are just too united, bro. Um, so yeah. I on the other hand, we talked about the Lynx and the Dejanay trade. We have the Wings. I actually wanted to give a big shout out, and this could be kind of like our section where we start talking about players that we really like. I still want to give a big shout out to Paige Beckers, bro. Like she's super tough. Um, you know, I didn't know that she was as great as a defensive player as she is. I think she's currently like top five in the WNBA in terms of steals, which is really impressive as a rookie, in my opinion. Um, and she dictates pace really well. She knows how to create separation. She really reminds me of like a KD and Kyrie kind of combination. Yeah, right now she's averaging 18 or almost 19 points, which I think is really good as a rookie. Four rebounds, five assists, and almost two steals. So, I mean, I just want to give her a big shout out. Another player that I really wanted to give a shout out because I watched the Valkyries play the Aces. Her name is Carla Lee, or Carla Lake, excuse me. She's a really good point guard. She really knew how to dictate the floor. Even though the Valkyries lost their game against the Aces, I was really impressed with how she was able to navigate the floor, and really kind of create buckets in the late fourth. Especially given the fact that Drew Lloyd, she was shooting the lights out of the ball. And I mean, it was just a really impressive game that I saw on the Aces end, and to just see a young rookie come through, still have confidence, and mind you, bro, they were like really defending her, bro. Like they're putting the pressure on her. You know what I'm saying? So just to see a rookie come around and play like that, it was really interesting to see. So shout out Carla Lay and shout out Paige Beckers, man. I'm really impressed with them, and I'm really excited to see what their futures will be like in the league.
Yeah, I got two shout outs to give too. The first one is Sonia Citron. Shout out to Duran. He put me on when he's a
Facts,
huge
facts.
WNBA fan. That's our mutual friend for those of you who don't know. But
Yes,
he's a huge
Byron.
WNBA fan. So I asked him going into the year, I'm like, who are some people that you think are like due for a breakout or you think are getting overlooked right now? And he says Sonia Citron because Paige, as you said, like deservingly got a lot of hype as the number one overall prospect. Shout out to Duran. He put me on. Thought she was going overlooked as the number third overall player because you have one of the probably one of the best WNBA prospects ever in Paige, and then a very interesting prospect number two, the very tall girl from France. So we thought she was going overlooked, and she was an All Star in her rookie year. And I understand it's not out of the ordinary in the WNBA, but it's still very impressive, especially when she has a true shooting percentage over 60%, um, which is very, very efficient for anybody in the WNBA, especially a rookie. So I was just very impressed with her. She has a positive turnover to assist ratio, 38.8% from three on 4.2 attempts per game. I really like what I'm seeing out of her. And my other shout out goes to Brittany Sykes, who I shouted out on
Mm,
our very first podcast because she had a very high free throw rate when we were doing it. And she was not able to keep up at the 10% or 10 free throws per game, whatever it was when we had first done it. But she's still up at six, and she made the All Star game this year,
yeah.
which was her first of her career. So that was good. And she is shooting a career high free throw attempts per game, and has a career high points per game. Is actually shooting a three ball pretty respectably this year at 32.5%. She was also recently traded to Seattle from Washington, and she has taken over more of the scoring load so far in her first two games with Seattle and is averaging
Mm.
20.5 points per game. So I'm excited to see how she finishes out this year too.
Nah, that's fire. That's fire, bro. I remember you talking about Sonya Citron on our first episode, actually. I need to look back to see more about Brittany Sykes, excuse me. But yeah, bro. That I definitely like. Shout out to them. Washington Mystics, they're a team that I'm definitely gonna be interested in come playoff time, excuse me. Because they look like they're I feel like low key they could knock somebody off, like low key. Like very low key. They're young, but I feel like just again, like the team camaraderie kind of goes a long way for me, I guess from a visual point of view. So I can definitely see them knocking someone off, bro.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how they finish the year because Sykes is a pretty big pickup for them. Um, so I know right now their net rating is a negative 2.9.
Yeah.
But I expect that to improve with that pickup because I expect them to definitely get better as the season goes on. Because I agree with you. I do think they could upset somebody.
Yeah. And I guess like this is a little bit different. Because it's kind of like a conversation that I see going on in the W a lot. They talk about a lot of injury concerns, mainly because a lot of significant players are out. You got like Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, Nafisa Collier. Um, uh, there's a lot of different players right now, a lot of good players that aren't playing currently. I believe the Valkyries are missing their best player too. So I guess from your perspective, as a, I guess like now, congratulations on becoming like a rising med student. Like, what are some things that you're noticing, in terms of gameplay maybe, that might contribute to what's going on with the injuries in the league?
I feel like the pace is very high in the game, and I feel like that's part of it. Um, like I know that the points per game might not reflect it and stuff like that, but these teams do have very high paces, and all that running back and forth does put a lot of wear and tear on the body.
Mm,
To be honest, I don't know how that's changed over time in the WNBA. It's kind of hard to find statistics like that for the WNBA because it
yeah,
still is like relatively a smaller league. So I don't really have access to like the league trajectories and stuff like that. And I wasn't as tapped in as I would like to be in the past to like notice if this is like a high injury season or not. And what I believe is probably that just the hired like the more popular players getting injured is was really leading to like people noticing like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese are probably two of the more um like well known players in the history of the WNBA, even if they're not like on the level of some of like the all time goats. They're like
yeah,
with
yeah, yeah,
social media like so locked in on them. I think their injuries are just magnified and stuff like that. So yeah, it definitely is unfortunate. Like when I turn on the Indiana Fever game and stuff, and like Caitlin Clark isn't playing when it was on like what Amazon Prime or whatever that one day. Um, it is like yeah, you're doing better because that is something that will like cause them to like lose viewers, and obviously not the player's fault, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's upsetting because as the league is growing, like you would like your like main attractions to be out there as much as possible. So like it is kind of unfortunate, but um, I don't know if there's like a real solution to it or anything. Hopefully hopefully everybody's healthy come playoff time because that's when like people really seem to tune in most major sports. So if there's a healthy playoffs in the WNBA, that's gonna be super exciting and bringing a lot of fans and people to become new fans and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, kind of similar to you. Like, obviously, I'm not the biggest like guy that knows what's going on in terms of health. One thing that I observed in watching WNBA games is there's a lot more physicality involved, right? So I wonder if we're gonna see more kind of like tricks and trades, like of getting to the free throw line, kind of like a James Harden or a Shea, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the main difference is like in the NBA, excuse me, those guys are they're trying to avoid as much contact as possible. Whereas I feel like in the W, they're kind of they don't care like whether they get fouled or not. They're trying to go for the end one. You feel me? Um, so yeah, like I'm really interested to see what will happen as a result of just the more talent that comes in, especially coming down with these playoffs. Seeding is definitely going to matter because of these injuries game by game. Um, so yeah, man. Obviously, I'm a the WNBA Green Gate. Um, I don't know, man. Like I see it a lot. I think a lot of people. they try to label this as like the biggest thing that's happened to the WNBA. It's not. Um, I just think more importantly, I think the first things or a lot of things that I thought about really were just how can the WNBA protect the players, or how can player safety become more apparent, I guess, or more emphasized, I guess, in this type of climate. Because you just don't, the worst thing to happen for me, I guess, is to see like an object hit a player and then it becomes like a huge deal. And then, people become more inclined to throw more objects as we're seeing right now. You know what I mean? Um,
Mhm.
but yeah, yeah, that was something that I've been thinking about. I wanted to know, like, kind of what were some things that you were thinking about?
I'm like kind of confused how they're like being snuck into the games. I guess like I don't know if there's like a way to like screen for that or anything, but it's just weird. Like it's really not funny. It's like some like 12-year-old humor, and
Yeah,
like the fact that this keeps happening, like people are probably going to these games just to do that. It's like, bro, nobody's gonna know what you are. Like it happened in the past. Like really wasn't that funny. I don't know. Like it's just weird. I wish people would just stop. I know it's not going to stop because there are people out
yeah,
there that
bro.
think it's
Yeah,
super funny, and it's probably their way of going to games. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like they have to try to do something with security. Like, I feel like pat downs is too much. You can't pat down every person coming in, but like, it's just so weird. I hope they're like checking bags for it and stuff. I'm sure they are. I don't know if the security's like in it, like an NBA game. We don't have a team here. I would have been to a
yeah.
game team here, and I would have a better understanding. I assume it's probably similar security, but I feel like that stuff just wouldn't happen at an NBA game. You know
I
what I mean?
agree.
Like
I
like
agree.
nobody's going to take that in and like throw that at LeBron. And if it was possible, I think somebody probably would have done it by now. And they
Yeah.
take so many precautions in the NBA, like not giving you caps to your water bottle and stuff, just so you can't do something like that.
Mm.
Yeah, I think the league has to shoulder some of the blame here and find a way to stop this from happening.
Yeah, I mean, kind of to piggyback off you, I think a lot of people say like keep politics out of sports, but like I think just given of what's going on, like I think that's why a lot of this stuff is kind of I wouldn't say allowed, but it's normalized in a sense.
Mm.
um, which is not normal at all. So yeah, I really hope that the W can do more to help the players and make sure that we like the fans can enjoy the game without any stoppages of that nature. You know what I'm saying?
And I know they won't, but I wish the media, like I don't know, like NBA Centel and like stuff like that would like not make jokes about this and like obviously like bringing light to the issue was kind of important. But now like whenever somebody does it at a game, I see it on my timeline. I think it's time to like that stops getting posted just because that's gonna continue more people to be like, oh, if I do it, this outlet's gonna post me.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
wish the outlets would stop posting it too, because that's just gonna encourage people who, even though it's not gonna have their name or like who they are on it, like you know what I mean?
yeah,
And like
yeah,
I
bro.
hope there's something for the league to be able to press charges against these people that come in and do it, not just ban them from the games, but like actually like press a charge or like lay down a fine.
Yeah, yeah, bro. And like, this is I feel like this is why we made this podcast, to
Mm.
really show people that like cherish the game, don't bring all of the nonsense into the game, this stuff is changing people's lives, you know. It's inspiring the youth, and part of love the game, like we trying to give back to the youth. We trying to show love through sports and competition. So yeah, man, we just hope everybody who's listening out there, just enjoy the competition, bro. Enjoy the event. There's no need to ruin everybody's time. You feel me? But yeah, other than that, like that's pretty much our whole episode today. Um, we're probably gonna have another WNBA episode coming very soon. I'm really excited for what we can do in the future, in terms of just talking more about the WNBA. And yeah, I feel like a little kid playing 2K again, bro, just trying to learn all the players and trying to figure out who's tough.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited for the playoffs. I gotta figure out who I'm rooting for. I have like about a month. I believe that the last game of the season is on September 11th.
Yeah. You said,
So
bro, I thought you said your team was like the Aces or something, bro.
I don't know. I might have to go to might have to go Washington there, bro. They just traded for Sykes and they got Sonia Citron. I gave them both a shout out. I don't know. It's gonna be hard knowing my team's gonna lose though, so I could just bandwagon with the with the links and
Yeah,
walk to
bro.
my ring.
Bro, low key, like I'm not gonna lie, like I low key want to bandwagon say the Lynx too. Um, you know what I'm saying? Shout out the Stub Buds, you feel me? They're tough. I like, they make the Lynx seem like real fun. Um, ooh, I don't know, man. Like, cause I feel like bro, I feel like if I say New York, I'm gonna be like, dang, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you
Oh, I'm
don't
not
really
rooting
want to
for
be
New
rooting
York.
for New
Yeah,
York.
bro. I always was a my Moore fan, bro. I'm just rooting for her team.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like some like I like bro, a part of me wants to say the Aces because of Asia Wilson and the Dawn Staley connection, you know what I'm saying? But the Aces aren't like the toughest team. I look, bro, low key. Also, I really like the Sparks too, bro. Like I feel like I don't know. It's hard, bro. I know once we get a team, like once our team finally becomes like a thing, that's a team I'm gonna root for.
Oh, for sure. That's
Yeah,
part of it, bro. I don't want to get attached to another team, and then my team comes, and I have to
yeah,
root against the
exactly.
team that I was messing with before, because it really is only temporary. Because like no matter what, once my team comes along, once the Philly team comes along, that's my team no matter what.
Yeah,
So I kind of
like
don't want to
yeah,
like grow a connection to a team.
yeah, like if I feel like if I become an Acers fan, like piggybacking off of you, and they play my team, I'm be like, dang, I really just spent time rooting for the Aces just to be whatever our team name is, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, man, we just there for the vibes, bro. We there for the vibes, bro. We there for the
I just
vibes.
want to watch game winners and crazy stuff on a night
Yeah,
to night
bro.
basis.
Yeah, I mean, God willing, the players that are really good come back and this WNBA playoffs becomes like a classic event, you know. But yeah,
Oh,
bro.
you know what? I might root for. How does the play? Are the Sky gonna be in the playoffs?
Hold on, let me check. Let me check.
Because
Oh,
nobody wants
they're
to.
11th. They're 11th, bro.
How many teams get in though?
8.
8.
So like
Are
right
they
now,
competing?
number 1 is the Lynx, number 2 is the Liberty, number 3 is the Dream, number 4 is the Mercury, number 5 is the Fever, number 6 is the Aces, number 7 is the Valkyries. Low key, I might be rooting for them in the offs, and then number 8 is the Storm.
How many make it from each conference though? Is it 4-4?
I think it's just it goes like because I'm looking at it right now. I think it goes just the best 8 teams. Like it's not East and West.
Oh, hmm.
But bro, like what's crazy is the Sparks and the Mystics. They could low key get in that A spot. They're just below 500 right now. Like
Well,
if
I
they
got
make the
Sky
final
one
push,
and
they might
nine
be
their
able
last
to,
ten.
bro.
Which team did you say? The Mystics?
Yeah, it's the Mystics and the Sparks.
Bro, the Lynx are 9-1 in their last 10, bro. It's crazy. The Atlanta Dream are hot right now. They're 8-2 in their last. They're on a 5 game win streak too. Hmm. That's a team to watch here on out.
I think, bro, low key, I'm going with the Valkyries, like low key. I'm going if they make the playoffs, like I think I'm a root for the Valkyries.
That'd be a good one. I probably just pick a city I like, to be honest.
I feel you. I feel you. And if all else fails, Minnesota.
Yeah. If I'm just trying to be there for the ring, like I was okay.
Oh God, be like Wallow. But yeah, bro.
Whoever's winning.
Yeah, love the game. Episode 12 is a really good episode. Shout out to WNBA. We're gonna do more episodes. Uh, yeah, man. Cole, you got anything else you want to say before we dip, bro?
No, this was fun. I'm definitely excited for playoff time when like all the games are just going to matter more.
On
And
God,
like I feel like it's just going to lock me in even more.
on
And
God,
there's
bro.
something on the line every night.
Yeah, bro. Shout out the Valkyries. That's gonna be my playoff team. Official. I think I'm announcing on the pod. I might put a little sound effect there. That's gonna be my team, bro, until the Philly team. Let's get it, man. Let's get it, man. Let a game, episode 12. Marco, you got Q get us with the outro, bro.
I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure you hit the bell and hit the like button and leave us a comment. Uh, we'll reply to any comments, answer any questions that y'all have on the next pod. We're looking for stuff to talk about. Now that we're in the dark days of the off season right now, and the WNBA playoffs doesn't get started. So I appreciate everybody who watched.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get it. Yes, sir.